Hi everyone, welcome back. What a pleasure it is to have you here on week 3. So we're in our 3rd week of 30 days of yoga with Fable. Thanks so much for being here, and I'm so excited to bring you this power practice today. So let's get ourselves set up properly. Take whatever it is that you need to grab so there's no scrambling midway. So you might want to have some water next to your mat, maybe a little towel because things might get a little bit hot and sweaty. Now when you're ready, we will meet in a child's pose position. So just bring your knees nice and wide. Let's have you bring your tailbone to the heels. Sliver your hands forward. Soften through your armpits. And then allow your third eye center to just release to the ground. That seat of intuition, that place of deep, deep, deep awareness. Now become more aware of your breath. So coming into this deep relationship with the breath before we get moving. Taking a big breath in and then a cleansing breath out. So these beginning moments are really here for your own arrival. As you begin to feel the body on the ground, as you sense your breath enter the body, as you feel or sense or experience some aspect of you leave where you just were, so you can fully step into the here and the now. So let this practice, this power practice, be one of cultivating presence. Now with that intention set, begin to take a full breath in. Clearing, cleansing breath out. All right, begin to stay with that activated breath. Go ahead and roll yourself all the way forward up into a tabletop position. Then we'll begin to work straight into the back body. So keep your hips stacked over your knees, walk your hands forward, melt your heart space all the way to the ground. Puppy dog pose, anahatasana. So I want you to try to release the forehead to the ground. If it feels too intense for the shoulders, just slightly bend your elbows here. Take a few cycles of breath. So just drop it into this still space before we speed things up. So we can tune in to feel where we are right now. So we can see where we're heading today. Just noticing where we're at and how we're stepping onto the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, look forward, sliver your chest forward, come onto your forearms. So we'll just transition through Sphinx position. You're going to press down through the backs of your feet, bring the elbows under your shoulders and the hands in line with your elbows. So we've opened the back body and now we're going to recruit the front body. So curl your tootsies under, bring your knees off the yoga mat and then bring your hips up in line with your heels. Forearm plank. So I want you to drive your heels back and then push the crown of the head forward. Try to pull the mat away from underneath you so your elbows, your biceps, your triceps are really switched on. Can you spread your shoulders even more? Can you zip the lower belly in? Can you tuck your tailbone under? I don't know, can you? Can you do it with me? Take one more breath in, maintain and sustain the pose. As you breathe out, start to walk your toes in as you lift your hips up high. Dolphin pose, dolphin position. So keep your hands rooted and anchored into the ground. This is a really nice place to work on strength and flexibility simultaneously. So stretching out the hamstrings and strengthening the shoulder girdle. Now everyone's going to look at the hands. You're going to press the hands into the ground so much so that you can lift your elbows off the mat simultaneously. Okay, and voila, you end up in your downward facing dog. Now just readjust slightly, bring the hands shoulder distance apart, feet hips distance apart, keep your knees slightly bent and keep your spine in extension. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's have everyone look forward as you walk your tootsies all the way forward. So bring your feet right underneath your hips, ground into them, tuck your chin in and roll your body all the way up to standing. Last thing to come up will be your head at the top. Now once your head lifts up, place one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Take a moment to just feel that pulse within. Feel the energy around and feel this essence of community that surrounds you. Now take an expansive breath in and then a clearing breath out. Okay, we're going to begin to build the energy, the goodness, the Shakti. Surya Namaskar, and we're going to modify it. So open your eyes, sweep your arms all the way up, take a big, beautiful breath in. Stretch yourself open. As you exhale, fold yourself forward. Ride your breath. Ride your breath into any of those sensations that you're feeling today. Take this to halfway lift as you inhale. You can ripple yourself there, shine your heart space forward. Exhale to a high plank position, hands under the shoulders, feet step back. So similar to forearm plank, same engagement, but keep the hands grounded. Keep the shoulders pulling away, keep your navel suctioned in. Now breathe, inhale. As you exhale, shift yourself slightly forward and lower down. High plank to low plank. Now just check in. I want your shoulders in line with your elbows here. So make sure you're not dipping all the way down. Keep the hands pressed to lift your chest. Now roll over your toes and open up your front body. Keep your hips melted towards your wrists and then lift your ribs in and up. Breathe in, up dog. Down dog, you breathe out. Let the exhalation move you. Once you get to down dog, we'll take a cheeky breath together. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, my loves, we're going to do 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar. Take a look forward, bend your knees, breathe in. As you breathe out, you can step your feet or you can give yourself a big jump forward. Halfway lift, inhalation. Fold on the exhalation. Root down and rise all the way up. Sweep up, hands high, inhale. Light yourself up. Exhale, fold yourself in half. So it's kind of like you're in a dance and your breath is your partner. So as you breathe in, halfway lift. As you breathe out, bring the hands under the shoulders. Now you can step the feet back or you can jump the feet back, landing with bent elbows. Lower down, roll over the toes, lift up your torso, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Cheeky breath, breathe in fully. Exhale completely. Now let's keep everything moving. Bend your knees. So you're on this springboard. Then you're going to spring yourself all the way forward. You might get a little bit of air time. Halfway. And then fold. All the way up. All the way back down. Halfway. Keep moving with the breath, even though I'm not cueing it. High plank. Lift up. Down dog. Child's pose position. Bring the knees down. Extend the arms forward. Release your forehead to the ground and just find stillness for a moment. And know that all that you feel is absolutely intentional. So what we do during the practice is spike the system and then recover it. We spike it through the challenging, fast-paced flow, and then we consciously recover the system. We remind ourselves that the breath is going to recover, the heart rate is going to recover, the body is going to recover. And what is that? That is the practice of life. Now come back to your life force, your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Let's meet back in downward facing dog. So once you get there, you're going to sweep your right foot up and back behind you. Let the breath move the bones. Now step your right foot all the way to the outside of your right wrist. Now we've got a fun little transition coming up. Listen closely. You're going to pick your right hand up and you're going to float the left foot all the way forward. So this is a transition from animal movement, which means it requires this level of flexibility and mobility, and also a sense of just fun. So have some fun here, enjoy it, don't take it too seriously. You might want to grab hold of the left foot. Keep the left hand rooted as you lift your hips higher. Perhaps you can straighten out the left leg, just play around, make this your own. Breathe in. As you breathe out, start to step the left foot all the way back where it came from. Bring the right hand down and then sweep the right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. As you breathe out, your right knee draws towards your left elbow. So squeeze it in here, use your transverse muscles, and then float the right foot all the way over to the left. So I want you to slide it out here. So we're stretching through both hamstrings. Now you can stay with this 4-point base, or if you're feeling fruity and fired up, you're gonna lift the left hand up to the sky. Keep lifting your pelvis, keep opening your chest, gaze up, take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, hand reconnects to the ground. From the ground, we lift the right leg up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, let's send the right foot all the way forward in between the hands. Post it on forward, lower your left knee. Good, lift up your arms, Anjaneyasana. Drive your right knee forward, high lunge. Fire up your quads, take a breath in. As you breathe out, twist to your right. So your left hand is gonna reach forward and your right hand is gonna reach back. Now just check in here, organize yourself. So the right knee is bent and it's over the ankle. Your left heel is pushing back. You're finding posterior tilt of the tailbone. So tuck it under. Keep lifting through your spine. Keep rinsing through your organs. Breathe in. As you breathe out, your left hand is going to lead the way. Warrior 2 to the back of the yoga mat. Bend your left knee. Open your chest. Straighten out your right leg. Now flip your left palm and reverse your warrior. Your right hand just rests on the right thigh. Left hand does the work here, so keep it reaching all the way back. Take a beautiful breath in. As you breathe out, cartwheel the hands to the floor, frame your left foot, step the feet together, high plank position. I'll meet you in down dog. Go on your own adventure to get there. Take your time and feel the process. Once you get to downward facing dog, let's take 3 cycles of breath together. Take a big breath in. Now open your mouth really wide and sigh it out. Good, let's do that again. This time we're gonna give the lips more of a flubber, a flutter. So breathe in, flutter the lips, breathe out. One more cycle of breath, and this time let's do lions. So inhale, stick the tongue out really wide and exhale. Amazing, all right, left side we go. Stay with that fire, lift the left foot up and back as you inhale. Left foot to the outside of your left wrist as you exhale. So you press down through your left foot and your right hand, release the left hand, so lift it up. Now you've got all of this space for the right foot to just post on through. Grab hold of the foot, make this funky, let it be playful, enjoy it, bring in this sense of freedom today, then take a freeing breath in. As you breathe out, start to rein it back, bring it back. Right foot goes back, hand is down, left leg lifts high. Inhalation. Left foot all the way over to the right, past your right wrist. Slide it out. So try to elongate through your hamstrings here. And again, you can stay with both hands on the floor, or you might want to float the right fingertips up. Same principles apply, whichever degree you're in. You're just pressing down to lift up, to open up. Now expand and open the breath. Breathe in. As you breathe out, the right hand comes to the earth. Press down to lift the left foot up and back. Big breath in. As you breathe out, knee to nose, and then the foot drops all the way forward. Right knee down, arms come up. Take a moment to stabilize yourself. Let the left knee drive forward as your right knee lifts up off the yoga mat. High lunge, breathe in. As you breathe out, twist to the left. So your right hand is going to reach forward. Your left hand is going to reach back. Like you're reaching for something in the distance. Rinsing the body. Big breath in. As you breathe out, warrior two, all the way back home to the front of the yoga mat. Let your right hand lead the way. So bend your right knee, straighten out your left leg, flip your right palm, and then reverse your warrior. Open through your hips, open your chest, and arc your body. Big breath in. As you breathe out, cartwheel the hands to the floor. Frame the foot, high plank position. Lower, lift up, downward facing dog, child's pose. Moment to rest, moment to reset, moment to recover, moment to experience that recalculation of the body mind right now. Feel that power. Feel that juice. Feel that aliveness, that lightness. Now infuse it back into the body as you take a big breath in and then a full breath out. All right, everyone, begin to come back to downward facing dog. We're going to take a second round and we're going to add on just a little. So we'll take a sun salutation in between to get everyone synced up again. Bend your knees, look forward like you're on that board, ready to pounce. Breathe in. As you breathe out, step, jump, or take a big hop forward. Once you get to the top, halfway lift, and then forward. Press down and rise all the way up. Open up, expand, lift up into all of your potential. Big breath in. As you breathe out, come back down to the ground. Let these movements be medicinal. Okay, once you've lowered, halfway lift. Now as you exhale, you can step, you can jump, or you can even take a little crow pose through your high plank. If you're not familiar with crow pose, bend your elbows, stack your shins to your forearms, lift up your toes, keep looking forward, keep your hips high, you're gripping the yoga mat, breathe in. As you breathe out, jump the feet back. Open up the chest, big breath in. Down dog, we breathe out. All right, stay with me, lift your right foot high, inhale. Right foot to the outside of your right wrist, exhale. Step through, float it through, have some fun, grab hold of it, express yourself, breathe in. As you breathe out, let's start to bring it back. I want you to imagine that your practice right now is a blank canvas and you're gonna get nice and colorful as you paint the right toes up to the roof. Exhale, right knee to your left elbow, then send the foot all the way out. Slide it out. Okay, options. You can do it as you did before. The hands can be down, or you can lift the left hand, or this time you can even drop your left heel, bring your left hand to grab hold of your right foot, pick the foot up. Now I like to bend into my left knee here as I extend my right leg forward. I externally rotate the left arm over the head, stay lifted, so make sure you're not collapsing into the shoulder. Compass pose, breathe in. As you breathe out in slow motion, we bring it back. Right leg lifts, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Left knee down as your arms lift up, almost through a moment of recalibration. From your low lunge, you lift to high lunge. Take an inhale. As you exhale, twist to the right. Hold. Some friends are going to stay here. Some friends are going to drop the left hand to the ground, wrap the peace fingers around the big right toe, slide the left heel to the ground, and then float the right foot up to the sky. Take a variation of Vashi. You don't have to have the peace fingers around the toe, but keep the intention there in your side plank, Vishimottanasana. Here for 3, you can do it. Last 2. On 1, we'll start to bring it back. If you ventured off with me, lift up your chest so you're in your twisted lunge. Breathe in, your left hand is forward. As you breathe out, reverse the warrior to the back of the yoga mat. So bend into your left knee and then lift your left arm up and over the head. Listen, let's all take a moment here. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lunge your left hand all the way past your left foot. Dive into it, leap into it, and then lift your right leg up. Open up your chest, open up your right hand, half moon position. You might have a wall like me, where you can just balance the head on it. Find a moment of balance. Breathe in as you expand. As you breathe out, we're going to start to bend the left knee, drop the right foot back. Be light in this transition. Be mindful that you don't crash land. And then start to frame your foot. High plank. Breathe in deeply. As you breathe out, lower. Always the option to drop the knees. Open up your front body and engage the back body. Downward facing dog, we breathe out. Inhale for 1. Open the mouth really wide and sigh it out. Inhale for 2. Give your lips a flutter, a blubber. Inhale for 3, lion's breath. Stick out the tongue. Okay, final round. Give it some goodness. Left foot goes back, inhale. Left foot to the outside of your left wrist, exhale. Step through transition. Enjoy, my loves. Breathe in, lift your hips up high. Exhale, step the foot back. 3-legged dog, breathe in. Left knee to the right elbow, breathe out. Step the foot all the way over to the right. Okay, options, you can stay or you can grab hold of the foot with the right hand as the right heel kisses the mat, and then lift the foot up, bend into your knee and begin to externally rotate the hip and the shoulder. Hold and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, we come back with steadiness and control. Right hand down, lift the left leg up. Big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Foot forward, right knee down. Lift up your lovely long arms, stretch up, inhale. Exhale. Begin to bring the right knee off the ground and then twist to the left. High lunge, twisted high lunge. Okay, some friends will stay here. This might be enough. If you wanted to take it to your side plank, the right hand just comes down to the ground. Your right heel drops to the side. You can step your left foot onto your right foot, or you can wrap your peace fingers around your big left toe, anchor through the right hand, and lift up your left leg. Open up, We're only here for 3 seconds. You can do anything for 3, 2, on 1. Come back. Left foot is forward in line with the right hand. Lift up your upper trunk. Reach your arms in opposite direction so that right arm is forward. Breathe in with me. As you breathe out, we take it to reverse warrior to the front. Right knee bends. Reach the right arm up and over the head. Inhalation. Exhale, right hand past your right toes. We've got half moon. Final opening, expanding position. So do just that. Full commitment, full integrity. Stack your hips, your shoulders, lift up like someone's pulling you up. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bend your right knee. Left toes drop back. Frame your left foot, your right foot rather. Bring the feet together and then lower yourself down. Lift up your front body. Downward facing dog. Drop to the knees. Take child's pose position. Whew. And enjoy all of that goodness. All of that juice, all that you can feel right now. Noticing how all of those poses, how all of that movement, how all of that breath, notice how it helps unlock a deeper sense of self, a more expanded sense of self. So hold on to all of that goodness that you've just cultivated. Breathe in, breathe out. Amazing, my loves. You're going to lift up your torso. You're going to sit your hips to one side. And let's begin to just shift this vehicle down a few gears. So extend your legs all the way forward. And then come to lie your body down. Let's have you bend your knees and just bring the feet as wide as the yoga mat. Drop your knees over to the right. So we find this super simple twist. So now we're really not doing too much apart from allowing the body to soak up where we've just been. So let the knees just fall over to the right. And then without moving too fast, gently guide the knees over to the left. And then finally, reaching your feet all the way forward. Let your feet just fall away from one another. You can reach your arms out. Or if you want to, hold on to all of this goodness and all of that energy. Then keep the hands to the body and use this time to fully absorb, to integrate, to liberate. without moving a muscle. Bring yourself back home to yourself. Feeling whole. Feeling your power. Now in your wholeness, start to bring some gentle movements back in. And then in your own time, we'll gently just rock ourselves up to a seated position. And the ask is that you keep your eyes closed here. Let's have you lift your spine and then bring your hands to your heart center. Now bow your chin to your chest in gratitude of your body, in gratitude of this practice, in gratitude of this community. And let there be a smile upon your face as you realize you are part of this incredible human race that is here to uplift and empower and inspire one another. Now bring this sense of joy, bring it with you throughout the rest of your day. And then with that, bow your chest forward and say namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow for even more goodness. Take care.